All right, you're ready whenever
We're ready?
go. Yeah.
All right, everyone, we are officially getting very excited because I know I keep teasing the idea, but giraffes are coming to the Potawatomi Zoo. We're scheduled for next week. Still don't have an exact date, but they are coming, and there's been so many changes that have happened. So we haven't done an upgrade in a while, or an update in a while. So I kind of want to show you what's been going on since the zoo closed. We were able to kind of just like get pathways changed and start doing those things that would have been hard to do with the public here. But we are officially at the Laidig Giraffe Conservation Center. And it is coming together. We are standing on the edge of the old Australia exhibit next to the train ticket booth. All the pathways here you can see have been changed. So if you were a regular zoo member, you'd come. The emu used to hang out under this tree. Well, now the people can hang out under this tree. So you can walk around this pathway. You can walk right up to this the water feature here, and giraffes will literally be just right on the other side of this water feature. But you can see the waterfall coming down here right now. If there's any sound issues or anything, just someone comment online, and we'll make sure that we check that. But we are going to take you inside because now that I think the last update we did, it was just a big empty building, and all the giraffe pinning is coming to life. But you can see all the outdoor phasing of the exhibit that's going up to the feeding platform is all getting completed right now. We're going to cross over this caution tape. Yeah, but you know our Gift of Light start the 26th, so if you come to Gift of Light, you're going to be able to see all this. There's actually lights inside the water feature here, so that are we've got them all changing different colors for the Christmas. So, but this will all be planted with all native grasses. They have a very Africa feel. The bronze sculpture pad was just put in right over here. I just got a picture of the sculpture. She is beautiful. She's got a calf with her. She's about 17 foot tall. There's going to be spotlights that shine on her. Here, why don't we walk? Let's walk up to the feeding platform. You'll get to see what just a really cool space this is going to be up here. Is this feeding platform is going to have this huge canopy that comes up that's going to look like a metal acacia tree, so you'll be able to walk under it to protect you from the rain. But just look how grand this space is. We'll be able to walk right out here. You can pretend that backhoe or that machinery, that's a giraffe.
There will be a railing.
And they'll come right up here, and you guys will be able to feed the giraffe right here. All this dirt will be gone. Then we'll have this 2.5 acre exhibit. But just from this vantage point, look at the Laidig Giraffe Conservation Center. I mean, it's coming together. We'll have a lot of fencing that kind of covers that pinning, so you don't see a lot of that plywood and everything. But let's go into the visitor center. You can see that the glass doors have all been put on. The silhouettes, I don't even think the silhouettes were up on the walls last time we did an update. But you can see over by the restrooms we've added.
Is this the wheelchair ramp?
So yeah, so this is the ADA ramp. So it'll shine like all this. So it shine, if you go around, you'll head up here, and then the wheelchair, like wheelchairs or strollers or anything, then can come up this ramp, and you'll come up here. And then this is actually a hand washing station right here. So after you, if you got a little giraffe slobbers on you, you can come over here and wash your hands before you exit the exhibit. So, but then if it's a little cool day, like if it was a day like today and you were at the zoo, it'd be a little chilly to have the giraffes out right now. We would go to the visitor center and see the giraffes. So let's go check them out. We're going to off-road it here a little bit, so be careful, Christina. So the plan is giraffes will come in the next week or two. We'll acclimate them here in the barn over the winter time, and then what we're going to do is be working on this phase 2 of the exhibit. So by the time we open in April of next year, all of this will be, and giraffes, as soon as it warms up, will be out on exhibit. Watch that rebar right there. So you can see this is the visitor center. These doors are garage doors, so they can open if we want. We can. We're gonna, like I said, this is the Laidig Giraffe Conservation Center, so there'll be a big sign on this facade right here that says, that has the name of the facility, which we're really excited about. And then, which is Cliff here, yeah. Then we did this cool artwork to kind of help break up the look of the building. But we got these silhouettes of giraffes. You got these over here, and I'm really excited. We've had so many amazing donors for this exhibit. I want to show you. You have to let me know if we lose signal. But inside the visitor center, we've got this really cool, ignore the equipment, we're still getting stuff ready, but this really cool donor signage here, recognition. So you know, based on the amount, it's just got all the different spots, and a nice quote about teaching people about wildlife from Steve Irwin. So just a fun little donor wall there.
And everyone who gave 3,000 and up is on.
Yeah, everyone that gave 3,000 and up is on this wall. So there's a key over there that talks about what level that the donation was. But everyone's recognized on this one piece here. And then our main donors that donated to the different aspects of the exhibit will have plaques around the exhibit. But this is the visitor center. We still sound still good and everything? Okay. So if you want to feed giraffes in the wintertime, you're going to come in here. Giraffes are going to be able to come in here. But what you guys haven't seen is check out all this pinning in here. It's crazy. So this is now what a giraffe barn looks like. So you can kind of pan around. So before it was just a big empty room. Now it's all these stalls. So you'll be able to see all the giraffes kind of lifting their heads over these. You can see all the doorways that they walk through. Everything is here. I want to show you. I mean, I was a zookeeper. You say it. I was a zookeeper for many years. All these hay feeders here. I mean, it's just that's why I'm trying to say is I was a zookeeper. I'm just so jealous of getting to work with this stuff. You crank these. Here, we'll go out here and I'll show you. So you'll put the hay in here. You'll put their browse, their feed, and then you'll be able to come over here and you'll be able to just crank them up. So you'll raise them up to their height. But then, like, look at over at door 1 there, how easy this is. If we want to open door 1, this will open. It's like butter. It's so smooth. I love it. And then when you push a button and the garage door can open. During the summertime, we'll just leave the garage doors open and giraffes can go out on exhibit. You can see their drinkers are right there, so that we got them up off the ground so that we'll be able to feed them. But I wanted to show you this really cool, what we call the tamer, because I've been talking about this. It's basically a training. It's where we can do weights and everything. So what would happen is we shut this. The giraffes will train to come inside this, and we'll be able to get weights on them in here. And there's a scale in the bottom of it. But then we can open these doors, and there's pads in here because it's really important for foot care. So the keepers can be in here working on their hooves. If they want, they can climb up here. So they could climb up. I don't know if the sound's going to last up here. But you can work on their heads up here. They'll be all positive reinforcement. So we'll be feeding them up here, making sure that it's all positive. This is something that they choose to walk into. But it just allows the keepers to safely work on their hooves and do any kind of radiographs, anything that the vet needs to do.
Somebody asked if we're going to show the process of how they got here after they get here.
We are, yeah. So we will be filming. So as the giraffes come, they're coming from several states away. So they're going to come one at a time. We have 4 males coming, and it's going to take us some time. So we'll be filming all that, and then we'll put out a video that talks about kind of how that happens. Everyone's wanting to know what a trailer looks like, how do giraffes get here. It's a very interesting story. So we will definitely share that with you. This side over here is actually the hoof stock wing. So this will be where the zebras and ostriches and all those animals go. I can show you outside here. This is pretty neat too. So if we wanted to here, I can close these, open these, and I could have a zebra run down this way and get a weight on the zebra, put them in the communal stall if we wanted to. So that's kind of a neat thing. Then the zookeepers will walk out here. So there's many times where, like a day like today where it's a little chilly and muddy, the animals may not be out. So during the winter time, they have these little outdoor paddocks. So again, this is for zebras and ostriches, not the giraffe. But they have these nice little outdoor areas that they can come out to, get sun during the winter time. And then this will be a little arena outside the giraffe barn, and this is how the keepers will let them out on exhibit. So this is a huge giraffe door. Giraffes will all be waiting at the door in the morning, ready to go out to eat for the public. And we'll open this up. Giraffes will walk out. The crowd will be excited. Lettuce will be being fed. But you can see we have a lot of work to do on the exhibit still. But the barn is ready for giraffes, and we cannot wait. It's all coming together. So, any other questions on there?
Yes, somebody wanted to know if we'll be able to see them in December.
So, as we've talked about this before, all the animals that come into the zoo go into a 30-day quarantine. They're coming from...
Okay, go get it.
Okay. So every animal that comes into the zoo goes through a 30-day quarantine. Sound okay? Okay, 30-day quarantine. So we're hoping if they come next week that we can maybe, but I can't promise this, might be able to see them on the last weekend of Gift of Lights. But we'll definitely be able to debut them on our winter days. So if you start checking out our website, we'll have some dates for winter days. We're going to do one every other week, so a Saturday and then a Sunday to be able to catch both days. Those will be the times that we'll be able to debut the giraffes. So I don't want to make any promises for Gift of Lights yet.
Yeah. All right, cool. Somebody else asked... oh, I forgot what the question was. When do they arrive?
When do they arrive?
It's going to be over some time, right?
Yeah, it's going to be some overtime, so they can only come one at a time. We have 4 males coming. They're coming from different zoos. So we're hoping they're going to start by next week. We just don't know. It could literally, we're hearing it could be 2 o'clock in the morning. So our staff is going to all be on standby waiting for giraffes to arrive.
Anything else? Any other? Oh, are we going to be in a breeding program for giraffes, and will we be getting more lions?
Yeah, so we are. So right now, that's what's going. I mean, it's crazy here at the zoo right now. We have so many projects; it's insane. We're finishing up the giraffe barn's finishing up. The exhibit's going to be working on this summer. We're starting construction on the lion habitat. So we're hoping, if it all goes well, that could be probably late spring. We'll be able to have that completed early summer. But then we're in design for the next projects over in the Americas. You probably heard on the news some of the bear and concessions. So yeah, we're really excited. There's a lot going on. So yeah, the goal is to then get a pride of lions for that habitat. And then yes, as far as the breeding program for giraffes, there's a lot of care that goes into giraffes. It's all part. We don't buy or sell any of the animals. They're all part of breeding programs. That's what makes us a legit conservation facility. By us taking a bachelor group of males, it allows other zoos to continue breeding because they've already got the setup for it. A bull giraffe is very similar to a stallion horse. There's a lot of work that goes in. Have to be separated. They can be a little aggressive. So we want our staff to get really trained with these 4 castrated males that are coming in. They're kind of like a steer cow, if you're familiar with cattle. They're much calmer. We can work on training. My staff can learn how, we're sending them to different zoos to be able to train so they can learn how to take care of their hooves. And then once we're really good with that, then we'll talk about getting females and maybe a bull. And then, yeah, but the goal, this is like I said, the Laidig Giraffe Conservation Center is for a reason. And the goal is that we'll be doing breeding here and being able to help with sustaining this population. So. Someone
asked if there would be reticulated or Maasai.
Good question. So there are different subspecies of giraffe, and I love when people have these questions. I know. So a lot of times you see reticulated giraffes in zoos. They have a very stark pattern. So they're very identifiable. A Maasai giraffe, almost, if you can imagine, looks like almost like maple leaves. It's a very kind of almost a camouflage pattern. We are getting the Maasai species. Again, there's people that work with reticulators will tell you there's characteristics about them that are different than Maasai's. I was a giraffe keeper myself for about 6 years, about 20 years ago when I started as a zookeeper, and I worked with Maasai's, and I really like them. I just think they have a great pattern. They're great to work with. So, but yeah, we'll be working with the Maasai giraffe here.
Cool. And somebody else asked if we are going to be doing landscaping around the feature and when we'll be doing that.
Yeah, so the landscaping is, like I said, we're getting close to winter time, but we are going to start getting grasses put in before this winter around at least the ponds feature, around the exhibit. But the whole thing will be completely landscaped with boulders and that. We're really trying to stick to native plants, native grasses, to really give it just a feel of that you're in Africa walking through the wild. So yeah, additional trees will be coming in. So yeah, there'll be tons of landscaping coming in.
So there's a lot more questions, but I think some of them are ones that we'll have to answer off the video here.
Okay.
But somebody else asked how you're going to breed castrated males. So maybe explain that part again.
Okay, so we're getting castrated males to start. We can hold up. We're going to getting 4 male giraffes. We could hold up to 8 or 9 giraffes actually in this facility. It's a 10,000 square foot facility. We are breeding in the future.
Go ahead.
Okay, so we will be breeding in the future. We will not be breeding right away. So not these males. We are taking these males for my staff to start learning how to care for giraffes. They're easy to work with. Once you start getting into breeding, like I said before, there's a whole nother realm of welfare and care that goes into that. So we really want to start with this. We'll be able to keep these boys, and we'll be able to have a bull and be able to have females mixed with these castrated males. So we'll have a really nice herd of giraffe here at the zoo.
And what ages are these boys?
These boys, the 3 boys are only 4 years old, but I'm really excited because we have a little baby coming. I call him a baby. His name's Kellen. He's only 2 years old, and he's only about 12 foot tall, so he's still going to be able to grow up here at the zoo. I'm really, really excited about him.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I think that's good. I think that's a good update for today. So if you want to wrap it up, we can wrap it up.
We'll wrap it up. So remember, Gift of Light starts on the 26th, and you'll be able to, again, we probably won't be coming into the barn, but you'll start landscaping and all the water features and everything changing, and then as soon, I promise, we'll be updating you guys when the giraffes arrive, because I know you're going to want to see them. Everyone wants to see the giraffes, and I've had a million emails, can I be there when they come, and it's going to be at 2 o'clock in the morning, and it's just going to be a few people. We want to keep it quiet, but I will definitely show you guys once the giraffes arrive, because I can tell you what, we're just as excited as you are. So we're just excited about next season and having giraffes at the Potawatomi Zoo.
Thank you.
You're welcome.